What are you going to do for New Year's Eve so that it doesn't suck? That is the big question that a lot of people have towards the end of the year. It leaves a lot of people with a lot of anxiety, and there's actually ways that we can use astrology to best determine how should I spend my evening. Technically speaking, the New Year's Eve is not even a new beginning of any type unless you have your birthday there. The spring period is also another nice time for New Year's resolutions. But this year we do have a Capricorn New Moon. So there is a sense of new beginnings. It is a goal-oriented sign. And so I thought we might go through the chart to see what is the best way to spend New Year's Eve based on your birth chart. Now again, this is very much going to be chart dependent. These are general thoughts, so you can have a look at them and see whether they resonate with you. And they will be done based on your rising sign. So if you don't know your rising sign, you can go to the calculator, the chart calculator, which I'll leave linked down below. Check out your ascendant, come back and check the timestamp for the correct sign. Now, generally speaking, the new moon is also an inwards energy because the moon is waning, the energy is closing. So we do have that general feeling for the end of the year, but because we also want to have some type of celebratory mood in the calendar year, we can look at this and see, is this an appropriate time to be going out? Or is it a better time to kind of be staying in and doing a little bit of self-care? So starting off with Aries rising, this is a career-oriented new moon, meaning that it is about the actions that you take in the outer world. It's about starting new beginnings. This last 18 months has already been like that for Aries with the eclipses in your sign, and we're sort of emphasizing the element of your career under this new moon. So maybe you want to go out and network. Maybe you want to spend time with people that can enhance your career or enhance the work that you're doing in the outer world. You're also getting this boost of creativity right now with Mars also being retrograde in Leo, and you can use that energy. The general feeling, there is a little bit of anxiety around what's happening with your career and maybe some setbacks and delays that are still taking place. But I think it's okay to set that aside for a day or two and just enjoy the bounty of something new starting for your career. Now for Taurus, it's slightly different. This is maybe something more travel related. Maybe you want to go to a faraway place. You want to do something that has to do with you feeling like it aligns with your personal self-beliefs. Now, since 2018, we've already had a lot of new awakenings for Taurus, and this might have been only within like a 1.5 year, 2 year concentration. But nonetheless, it's already been a time of new beginnings for Taurus, and this new moon is re-emphasizing that. What are your long-term goals? What are your aspirations? What are your greatest desires? And you want to do something on the new moon that emulates that feeling, because that's going to be the feeling for the next 30 days. For Gemini, we have a slightly different feeling, meaning that the energy is going more inwards because the new moon is happening in the house related to your deep personal transformation. So I would say that even though this has been a sociable time and a bountiful year, it's actually something where we want to go more into a meditation, maybe a sound journey, something more inwards specifically for this new moon. For Cancer rising, we have an opportunity to connect with new people. This last month, there might have been some people falling away or some difficulties in relationships, but actually the new moon is signaling a new time to begin new relationships, a new time to bring people into your life. We've had a lot of focus on money recently, and these new opportunities or these new business partnerships might bring money, might bring some more financial gains for you. So go out there, enjoy, connect with people, and sort of don't take things too seriously at this time. For Leo, this is much more health focused, meaning that in this last period, we've actually had Mars retrograde in Leo, quite strong, giving you energy, giving you motivation, but also causing a little bit more inflammation, making you more prone to illness. And on top of that, the new moon is highlighting how you work out your daily habits and routines. So actually the next 30 days is going to be about realigning your health, realigning the way that you work on a daily basis, and maybe not overdoing it. We will be having some more health-related transits in the new year for Leo rising, so you definitely want to be a little bit more careful around this time. So the opposite is true for Virgo. And this one is going to be a period of enjoying your personal self-expression, doing something artistic. Maybe you want to participate in a workshop or do something with one of your hobbies. It's been a difficult year for relationships for Virgo rising. So for the New Year's Eve, maybe a time to sort of decompress and do something that's more fun and playful will be more advisable. So for Libra rising, we are seeing you spending more time at home. This one is going to be about maybe having a dinner party with your close friends, maybe doing something more inwards. You don't want to overindulge on this transit because we still have some weakness in the sign of Libra. Enjoy your time at home, have a dinner party, don't go crazy. For Scorpio, the energy is a little bit more dark. So you're used to that, Scorpio rising, but this one's about what are some healthy mental habits that I want to take in with me into the new year for the next 30 days. And you may feel like spending time with some friends, but make it those close friends and do things that will emulate the good habits that you want to have for those next 30 days. Sagittarius rising. This one is interesting because you've been having a lot of transits that highlight partnerships and relationships into your life. So it's actually been kind of a social time. But for the new year specifically, this one's about home and family. It's about the responsibilities that you have in your life relating to the home. And so you may find yourself leaning towards spending time within your home, within your family sphere, rather than going out and partying, which I know can be a little bit difficult for Sag rising. Capricorn, this is of course a major one for you because for Capricorn rising, the new moon is happening in your first house, which has to do with your body, your role, your path in life. And especially if you have your birthday around this time, it's going to be doubly important. Now, this is a great time for New Year's resolutions. It's a great time for thinking about all the things that you would like to do in the new year, but certainly in the next 30 days. And we also have this idea that there may be feelings and seeds of doubt that have been sown throughout the year, feeling a little bit more depressed than usual. So this new moon is about doing something which enhances a more positive attitude. So I would encourage you to engage in healthy habits, but maybe do something which also lifts your spirits a little bit more. Now for Aquarius, this is important because it's a Saturn-ruled sign and it's a Saturn-ruled new moon. And of all the signs, I would say that it's the sign that's most advised to stay at home or do something that's more introspective and inwards. And that's largely because it's in your 12th house, which has to do with your spiritual experience. So while there may be a tendency to want to go out and enjoy and have a great time, I would say that this is a much more inward and introspective period for you, and to honor that and respect that going at least for now and certainly for the next 30 days. And lastly, we have Pisces rising. And for Pisces, this has been a hard year, and it's been difficult since 2023 because Pisces has been undergoing a lot of big transformations, either to your physical body, to your role, to your whole path in life. And this new moon is highlighting your greatest desires and your long-term visions. So it's actually a great time to relish in the long-term plans that you might have and do something which highlights what it is that you'd like to see into the new year, as well as what it is you'd like to see more specifically in the next 30 days. So hopefully you've enjoyed that small update and you will go into the new year with a little bit more peace in your mind. I look forward to hearing all your updates as usual and see you back here in 2025.